of K4. So let's start with the teacher video manual. And it is set up just like the second grade one. They have the, let's find where it's all on the same page. Here. All right, so lesson 56, and then it has listed out the classes, what's going on in the classes, what you might need. And they start with Bible, like the second grade, and then they go, theirs rotates some. The next one here is skills development, but sometimes, let's see, I guess they always have skills development listed there, but they don't always have a video for skills development, and it'll say like, play with Play-Doh today, or something like that. So, and there's just all different kinds of things. Now, the books, let's see, for here example, I guess I'll read this. Bible, they tell you what verse they're doing. Skills development, it says we're discussing being thoughtful. And then it goes to phonics, and they're going to work on the blend ladder D. Then they have writing, and they have a writing page to do. Then they have activity time, and that's always a little different. This one's a Bible activity page they're gonna do, but let's see here. A couple lessons later, for activity time, let's see what they have listed. They're doing poetry and drama. So it's always a little, you never really know. It's something a little different each time. And then they have numbers, where they're going to, basically their math class, they count and learn numbers. Then there's review numbers class, and then language development. So there's no phonics on, well, they have that one phonics there, but no phonics review. Some days they do phonics and phonics review, but if they do phonics review, they don't do numbers review. So you only have one of those. And then later on in the lesson where we're at, we have reading groups, and they're broken up into 3 separate reading groups, just like second grade is. You know, better readers, middle of the road readers, a little behinder readers, or not behind, you know what I mean. They're just not at the same level as the first ones. So, and you can move your child within there. So if they start out at the bottom one, but you feel like they just take off and they're like ready for the first group, then you can move them up. So anyway, that's that. And then they also have, in the back of the book, they just have some kind of like flashcards. I never really use these. She does them in the class, and I haven't felt a need to use the ones in the book. They also have the blend ladders back here, which I use sometimes, but they also do worksheets with the blend ladders, and I find she prefers to look at her worksheet that she did it on than just the boring black and white page. That's pretty much all that's, oh, and then they have the handwriting pages to compare. Now I don't ever, I guess technically they have tests in here. They don't give you a testing page, but you're like supposed to kind of test them and grade them. I don't ever grade my K4. She is not accredited, and so I don't have to send in any work, and since I'm working with her, I know where she's at, and I just don't really see any reason to test her or assess her. But that's completely up to you. My sister-in-law, she also has a K4, and I know she does the test with him. So just kind of whatever you like. Now, for Bible, they don't really, they have little Bible cards. They have the verses on them. I'm sorry, I didn't bring them in here. They're just little cards, and they have the Bible verse and a picture that matches the picture that the teacher has. And my student really likes to hold those and have those, so that's kind of a fun little thing. And then, so their handwriting tablet, and they have, did I bring the other one? They have, oh yeah, I did bring the other one. Okay, so they're like this, and if you do the video, they start K4 off doing cursive. So my daughter has actually never done normal. Is that cuneiform? Is that what it's called? She's never done, or manuscript, that's what it's called. She's never done that. But I think actually next year I'm going to order a book that has that and have her do that, because I don't know. I mean, I like that they do the cursive, but I feel like she probably needs to know how to print too. So anyway, that's nice. And then they give you a second one, and it's just kind of, and what they use this one for, honestly, they don't introduce this until they start reading groups, and then they introduce this, and I think it's just to give the students who aren't in a reading group at that moment something to do. So it's kind of busy work. So we use it that way too. If I just need something for her to kind of do extra while I'm working with one of the others, I give her one of these pages, but I don't worry about it if we don't get these pages done. And then we have the ABC 1, 2, 3. And this they use in a couple different classes, so you just kind of have to watch. But and it has things like this page would probably be used in phonics. And then this one would probably be used, you know, in math, because it's numbers. And then we've already done them because in the front of the, we're almost done with the school year. But in the front they had some that were more like just a picture that you color. And it was more about colors, kind of like this one maybe, only this one has numbers, so it's a numbers, but they would do just colors. They spent quite a bit of time at the beginning of the year working on colors. And my daughter knew her colors really well when we started it already, so we kind of skipped ahead in some of that because I felt like she was beyond that already. She's an older K4 because she's actually 5 now, but when we started the school year she was still 4, and then she turns 5 a little after the school year, so she's on the older end of that. Now my son, who's getting ready to go into like preschool, he is on the younger end of that, so like he does not know his colors or anything, so everything they're teaching in K4 will be completely new to him when he starts. But she was already on the older spectrum of that. Then they have Readiness Skills, which is kind of the same way as that other one. They just have different activities, you know, that are fun. And the teacher goes over these with them, and they do it together on the video. And here, like, they're gonna probably color. One thing I will say is, like this one here, okay, she will want them to each color the flowers, those colors, and she stresses that you stay in the lines, and things like that. And yes, those are some good skills, especially if you're learning your colors, I understand that, but I don't make my 4-year-old do that because I like to paint and I do things, but I feel like it hinders a little bit of their expressive abilities. Like if she wants her colors to be, her flower to be 5 colors, I don't care. She can make it 5 colors. I don't care if it's all purple, since she knows her colors, you know. But and same with being in the lines. Like if you're wanting it to be in the lines, then yeah, let's try and be in the lines. But if she doesn't want it to be in the lines, then I don't really see any harm in going outside the lines. It's art, you know what I mean? So I don't know, that's up to you how you like to do it. But yeah, it just has some fun. See this one, they're gonna color all those colors. Just fun pages. K4 really is a lot of just fun, and then the only thing that's really probably learning intensive is the phonics and numbers, which numbers hasn't been too hard because of her age. A lot of that she kind of already knew. They're only up into the 30s now, counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she kind of, you know, a lot of that you just naturally kind of learn. And then reading, though, she is already beginning to read. So I'm really excited that she'll be reading when she starts actual kindergarten. And then their art is pretty simple. Like they would cut this penguin out, and then it has instructions on how to do it. And they also do this on the video. But I will say you need to kind of look ahead to see what things you might need for it. Like this one needs cotton balls and clothespins, which I may not always have on hand, so I kind of have to look ahead to make sure I have what I need for her to do her art projects. overall they're pretty simple, low mess, not overly artsy. They're more worksheet oriented. Now during their game, and this is what I was saying in my other video, if you watched it, I was saying I wish they told you more about like what games they're gonna play, is they'll have games like this. And they have it up on their chalkboard is how they do it. But they have this, and there's little bones that go in there, and when the student answers like the blend card correctly or something, she gets to go get a bone off the chalkboard and put it in the doggy bowl, or they take it, or vice versa. And then they have all kinds, like this one's honeybees, and they get to put honeybees on and off. Anyway, it does not tell you which game they're gonna play and stuff like this. You can order, these do not come in the kit. All right, so anyway, they don't come in the kit, but you can order them separate. And I would recommend definitely doing that if you're gonna do the video, because she really likes getting to participate and do the game like they're doing. It would just be nice if they mentioned in the book that they were gonna do that, so you could have it all set up and ready to go instead of having to pause and get it all out and then go back to the video. But it works. So, and I guess you could always pre-watch the video so you know what's coming, but yeah, I doubt you guys have time for that, just like I don't have time for that. So anyway, then these are their readers. They're paper. They're not, the second grade ones are not. They are, oh, I don't know where I put it. The second grade, first and second grade are like actual books. I don't know about kindergarten, but K4 are paper, but they're real simple. So like they start out just by reminding them the consonants they know, and then it moves into a blend, and then it moves into a word, and then a couple more words, and then at the end of the book, they're doing a little sentence. And we read these like in one setting because it kind of just builds upon each other, and there's only 11 pages here, so that's all. And the last page, like it's this, they match in color. Let's see, they just match in color. And they've got just little 3-word sentences or so, and each book gets a little harder and harder. Like this is book 4 and 5, or 4 and 5. But yes, I think that's pretty much that for the K4. I guess Bible class, I didn't go over too much, but they sing songs, they do their verses, they have a story. She really enjoys Bible. She really likes anytime they do, you know, the more fun things. But yeah, I've enjoyed the K4. I would probably do the K4 video again if I had to choose it again. I don't know if I'll do it for my youngest son that's coming into that or not, because I don't know, he's a different story. But for someone like my daughter, I would definitely do it again. It's worked well for her. It's nice to be able to just turn it on and she does it. She pays attention. She is involved. She really thinks like she's part of class there. She'll tell you later that day what, oh, my teacher said this. And so she thinks she's like at school. She loves it. But yeah, so that is K4, kind of just a short little review. There's not a whole lot there. It's a pretty simple little class. It doesn't take that long, even if you're doing the videos. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below and I will try and answer that. Be sure to check out my video about the second grade, and I also have a review on first grade. So I will talk to you all later. Thanks. Bye.